Former drug company CEO Martin Shkreli found guilty of lying to his investors. He was the man who was once accused of hiking the price of a life-saving drug by 5,000%.
I'm a capitalist. I'm trying to create a big drug company, a successful drug company, a profitable drug company.
Prosecutors say his hedge fund was a Ponzi scheme.
I was talking to a man the other day who was leaving, decided to immigrate, decided to leave this country. And I said, why are you leaving? He said, it's homosexuality. I said, what are you talking about? He said, 300 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were hanged, drawn, and quartered. 100 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were hanged. 50 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were flogged and given 20 years in prison. 20 years ago, if you were homosexual, you were fined £200 and sent to prison for 2 years. 5 years ago, if you were homosexual, you had a small fine and you were pardoned. Got off with a warning. I said, well, what are you leaving for? He said, I'm going before they make it compulsory.
Can you tell us specifically that a lot of Jewish people are against you?
Oh, well, there were a lot of Jewish people against me because they wanted the whole of Palestine. As I say, they wanted to drive all the Arabs into the Tigris and Euphrates River. We have several other people in the country, even among the Jews, the Zionists particularly, who were against anything that was to be done if they couldn't have the whole of Palestine and everything handed to them on a silver plate so they wouldn't have to do anything. It couldn't be done. We had to take it in small doses. You can't move 5 or 6 million people out of a country and fill it up with 5 or 6 million more and expect both sets of them to be pleased.
Okay, Sarah, I mean, how much gold is here?
This is one of 9 gold vaults that we have here at the bank. There's about 400,000 gold bars stored here, and collectively they're worth about £250 billion, something like that.
What?
I know, it's a lot, isn't it?
So, I've got to ask the question, like, why do we have this here? How did it turn into, okay, the bank needs to hold this much gold? What was the process? Like, take me back.
So obviously gold's been used for quite a number of years as a form of money. First of all, gold coins themselves. But the problem with gold coins is they're actually quite heavy to carry around.
Can't flip it, no.
Exactly. So what people started to do was they would take their gold coins to a goldsmith, and the goldsmith would issue them with an IOU.
Okay.
And over time, people realised that actually using those IOUs to pay for goods and services was actually easier than actually going and getting the gold and lugging it around.
Okay.
And those IOUs eventually developed into what we now know as banknotes.
That's fascinating, isn't it? See this? Just there? That's Sarah's signature, with the words, I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £20. It's just an IOU. But these days, the Bank of England plays an even bigger role. Holding gold for the world. So why do countries want to store their gold here?
Countries have what are called reserves, so basically savings that they can draw on when they need to, because gold holds its value very well in a time of crisis.
Right.
And it's really easy to buy and sell here in London, and that supports financial stability.